back to Ireland. So today we are going to be trying to catch up on some things that we've been leaving to one side. So the first thing, I have been and put row crop tyres on the Massey to prevent any crop destruction in the future on this tractor while we're doing any fertilising and such. I've been and filled up the lime spreader, so that is all ready to go. First off, we are going to go and spray 44 and 43 with lime, and then we're going to go over and give the potatoes their spray. Well, we're going to go and spread, should I say, lime on 44 and 43. Then we're going to go and spray the potatoes with their fertiliser, because they are in, I think, the first growth stage now, so we need to get them fertilised and get them all nice and ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this, then go over and do that straight afterwards. Then the plan is, on 44 and 43, we are going to put on a cover crop. So I couldn't decide fully what crop to plant, because we have got a couple more fields that we need to sort out and tend to. So I was thinking, well, while we think about it and decide what we're going to do with it, I'm going to turn these two into a cover crop. So then it's so it fertilises the fields basically, ready for when we do decide what we want to do. I've never done a cover crop in farming before. I've never bothered doing it, so it will actually be a first for me. So it will be nice to actually see how a cover crop all works. So what I'm going to do, I am going to do the lime spreading on this field and the other field, and then go straight into spraying the potatoes. I'm going to do it all in a time lapse, so we're not wasting too much time. Just need to quickly do something, just bear with me. Okay, sorry about that. I know it was only a split second for you guys, but it does make all the difference. So let's get unfolded. Turn the hood off for you guys, so it all looks pretty while we're doing our time lapse. Oh, wrong one. And let's get spreading.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Okay, and we're back, and as you can probably tell, I'm not really used to using a sprayer. And honestly have to say, I commend farmers for using these in real life, because they're not easy. But sure, we'll get used to using these over time. I've got to admit, when you play on your own, sort of like in, single player, not recording and so on, it's a bit different than when you're doing it like this. So, like, how can I explain it? When you're playing on your own and you're not trying to show certain aspects of the game and stuff like that, you just sort of do whatever's easiest. So, like for me, I always use the pellet fertilizers, the compact ones that go on the back of the tractor. And I've always used them. I've never really bothered with spraying or anything like that. But you actually miss out so much more of the game by doing what's easiest. It's weird. But by doing that, now I'm not used to using a sprayer. So it's odd. It's odd. I've been playing since Farming Sim 15 and never really. I think I've used one a couple of times, but never really used a sprayer all that much. And it shows. It's weird. It's just strange how when you're not doing for other people, you always seem to do what's easiest for you, rather than what's right. We'll get this put back where it should be. Seems to live here now, so that we can keep getting in and there. In and out of there easily. Alright, so that's that done. Don't need the little Massey anymore, so we will put this away in its little home. And then we're going to go and put our cover crop in on those two fields, which should be rather good. Turn the engine off, get out, and then we're going to use the big Massey, I think. We've not really used the big Massey all that much. We very rarely use it, to be fair. We mainly use the John Deere and the little Massey. But I think it's time for it to come out and play. So we'll get attached up to the horse pronto. Am I? Nope, nowhere near her. That's it. Put the hood back on for a second while we get over to the fields. So hopefully within the next couple of episodes, the wheat and potatoes should be done, ready for harvest. And then we can get on with harvesting them. I do try to do it where I get 2 episodes out of a single game day. Obviously, if I have to fast forward time and such, I will do. But generally, I do try to get two episodes out of a day, so that we're not wasting game days, and we can get the most out of it. Because obviously, we have got equipment that's on lease and such, so don't want to be spending a lot of time spending money on leased equipment and not getting any use out of it. So we're going to go for oilseed radish for our cover crop. We'll get this unfolded. Get it turned on and lowered down. So basically, for those of you who don't know what this does, oilseed radish is a cover crop. It's basically a green manure. So you plant this, you leave it for the season or the year. I'm not 100% how long how long it stays in for, but as far as I'm aware, you'd leave it for your season. So I'll say you plant it in the spring, because I'm not sure when you would plant it. You plant it in your spring, and then in late summer you would harvest it, or not so much harvest it, but you would plough it into the ground. And then for your following crop, the ground is all fertilised, ready for that crop. So if you're doing winter wheat, or however, you would plant winter wheat in over the top of where these were. That's basically how it works. It's just a natural manure. So it's pretty decent. Something I've never really done in farming sim. I've never really bothered with it again, but we're going to do from now on. So we'll get these 2 fields drilled and we'll be back in just a jiff. So we're about halfway through now on the oilseed radish, and I've actually just been thinking, and I think this is quite a valid question, and I'm asking, and if anybody knows, please leave it in the comments down below. But obviously, with oilseed radish being a fertiliser crop, would you bother to fertilise the crop? Because obviously you're planting the crop to fertilise the ground for your next crop, but if you had to fertilise it, just for argument's sake, doesn't that defeat the purpose of planting the crop in the first place? Because theoretically you could just use the fertiliser that you're using to fertilise this to do the crop that you're doing after this, if you get what I mean. So please leave it in the comments down below if you do know. I was just thinking about it then, you know, it's one of them, is it just a crop that you plant and let grow, and then when it's grown you plough it in? Or do you actually have to tend to it? Do you have to fertilise it, you know, care for it like you would any other crop? It would be interesting to know and find out, you know, what the actual deal is with it in real life. I'm intrigued to find out. We're near enough done now. The plan for the next couple of days, I want to get the 2 fields that we're going to be using for silage sorted. So I am going to find, well, I've actually seen a mod, I haven't downloaded it yet, for, what's the word, I can't remember what they're called. One second, let's just have a quick look, I can't remember what they're called. A subsoiler, that's the one. I've actually seen a mod for a subsoiler. It's quite a big one. I do think that the ploughs are a little bit too small for what we're trying to achieve. So I have seen a 6-meter subsoiler. I need to find it again, but I have seen it. So I'm thinking of getting that downloaded so that then we can actually get those areas ploughed up, and I can record it, and it won't take as long as it would with the little plough that we've got now. So the plan is to get those 2 fields cut, baled into silage, and then get it all sold along with the bales on the other field, on the other 2 fields that we did the other day. I want to get them all sold together. I'm thinking we may need to get a different bale trailer, because I don't think the trailer that we've got will hold the weight of the bales, especially with them being 10,000 litres. I think it'll just fold in the middle and tip the tractor backwards. We'll have a go with it. By all means, we will have a go with it. But I do feel like it will just tip it over. So we may have to, even if we just rent a bale trailer, because there is going to be a considerable amount of bales and they'll all be like 10,000 litres. So it might be something we need to think about. But the plan for, I'm thinking that's the plan for the next episode, is we're going to get all those bales in that field, in them 2 fields there, cleared out, get them sold, get some money back in the bank. We'll get the other 2 fields that I want to turn into a silage crop, ploughed up and done, and then that's them all sorted, and we'll get everything underway, and then hopefully after that we'll be on to some harvesting, and we can get each field harvested then, and the money should start coming in. We might actually see some progress within the farm, because I am hoping, I know it's not really the right country for it, and I know well, I say it's not the right country, I don't actually know. I would like to have a go at doing cotton as well. Cotton would be a nice one to have a go at, so that is a potential for us. Not too sure, we'll find out. We will find out. And obviously we need to get the animals up and running. We do want to get some animals in, get them all sorted. Right, that'll do there. And put the Massey back in the shed. We need to invest in a jet wash as well, because the tractors are starting to get a little dirty. That is something we need to look at doing. There we go, and that's the Massey all put away. Yeah, I am looking forward to using this Vicon fast bale again. It was really good, really impressive. Really enjoyed using that. Hopefully we'll get the chickens in the next episode or so, once we've got that wheat harvested, and that'll be good to go. We've got the mower and that in there. Yeah, so next episode we are going to be clearing out all these bales. We'll get them all picked up, get them all sold, but at the same time we'll get the 2 fields over there mowed, picked up and cleaned out, and then we can get it all ploughed up and turned into a silage crop, which should be really good for us. Right, that's it for today, guys. I'm sorry it was a little bit of a short episode, but that's about all we can fit in for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you again soon. And bye for now.